seen your Munford cooking show. They will help you make food like a pro. Like a pro.
Welcome back to another episode of the
Junior and Senior Munford Cooking Show.
Right, hi guys. So this week it's all about presentation, showing you a few little hints and tips to make things look better than they should. So Junior, what are we going to make today to sort of show people how to improve things by way of presentation?
So we're focusing mostly on fruit today, really. Fruit's good because it's really colourful, it's nice shapes, it's really natural. And we're going to make kind of fruit salad variations today. They could be desserts, could be breakfasts, you could have them whenever you like.
Nice one. So, I mean, fruit salads, it's not easy to make them look good, is it, really?
Usually it's pretty messy, isn't it? Juice everywhere, little sort of roughly cut bits of fruit strewn all over the place, but
Chucked in a bowl with a load of liquid in it.
it can be quite precise, sculpture if you want to head that way.
So this is probably exactly why we chose these things, isn't it? So that we can demonstrate to you how to make fruit look good. So we've got a selection of fruit over here that we are going to make probably three variations.
Yep.
You never know, I might squeeze in four, but probably three. So we've got some melon, we've got watermelon, we've got a pineapple, some yoghurt, grapes, strawberries, some granola shizzle. They're actually granola bars, aren't they? That we
Just broken up.
Smashed up, yeah. And some mint. Oh, and some kiwi as well. Fantastic. So what are you going to do first then, Junior?
Okay, so I'm going to do this nice muesli yogurt pot, basically. It's sort of like a layered affair. Should be really nice.
And this is going to utilise the granola bars that we smashed up.
That's right.
Cool. Okay, right, let's get on it then.
So we'll start with a little layer of yogurt. Vegan or not, always give your yogurt a good stir before you use it.
Beautiful.
And when I say a good stir, I mean a really good stir.
Slap it about everywhere.
Get all those lumps in there. So I'm putting in a couple of tablespoons here.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to need another spoon.
Let's go next to your granola situation.
That's it, I'm going to do a spoon of granola. I'm aiming to sort of cover that yogurt with the granola,
Yeah.
so it looks like a nice layer from the outside.
Right, so this is all about obviously what it looks like through the side of that glass, isn't it?
Exactly.
Nice.
And then I'm going to get the yogurt. Not going to get the yogurt, I was about to say actually.
You're going to chop up the yogurt?
I'm going to chop up the strawberries and I'm not going to get yogurt on them.
No.
I'm just going to go get some kitchen roll.
That wouldn't look good, would it?
Won't that?
That wouldn't look good at all. Yogurt all over your strawberries. Mind you, there will be yogurt all over them in a minute, won't there?
Well,
But that's when it's in the actual...
you know.
That's a nice looking strawberry, that, isn't it?
I'm thinking I'm going to quarter the strawberries when they go in the mix.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I'm going to half them on the top.
What would I say? So a little bit of a larger situation on the top.
So I'm going to put that to one side.
Okay.
And I'm going to do some grapes. We've got mixed grapes today.
So you could
Red
use
grapes,
any
green
old
grapes.
sort of fruit here, really, couldn't you? Sort of, as long as it's, you know, small chunks
Yeah.
would work, wouldn't it? So what are you going to do? Just going to halve these?
I'm just going to halve these grapes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they fill in the gaps quite nicely, don't they? And also it gives a nice little colour contrast.
It's a bit tedious halving grapes, but it's, you know,
Got to be done, isn't it?
worth every slice.
Yeah, I can see that's starting to look rather nice already.
And I'm just going to sort of tap it, any little gaps.
Yeah. So
Refer to a picture here, I find, is always good. Base your design on another picture and then riff off of that.
absolutely. So find yourself a decent picture on the internet of what you're trying to achieve.
Exactly.
Something close.
Yeah.
We'll post pictures of what we did, and obviously you can do similar or your own ideas.
And we're going to put some yogurt on. Another 2 tablespoons. It's good to be quite precise here as well, because then you know when you get to the dessert, it'll all taste pretty nice. It will have sort of an even coverage of everything, you know.
Nice one. Bit of granola next.
Right then, bit of granola. Again, another 2 tablespoons. It's lovely. And then I'm going to position a strawberry. I might even just put one there. A solitary strawberry.
Delicately placed in the middle. And we're going for a few more grapes to keep them company.
Just a few little positioned grapes. I always find myself doing things like this at the end of a dessert. You're sort of carefully positioning and sort of sculpting things, and then thinking, does that look a bit random?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because you don't want it to sort of look like it's been too placed perfectly in every spot. It's got to look a little bit random, hasn't it?
I think that's somewhere between the middle.
Nice.
So we'll go for a bit of mint. Again, quite easy to overdo it on the mint, so just put a little sprig in there where there's a gap.
Fantastic. Yeah, nice. So you're going to get a nice, well obviously it looks nice, but when you actually come to eat this, you're going to get a nice selection of textures, aren't you? The soft fruit, crunchy granola shizzle, and then your creamy yoghurt. Yeah. Nice. Fantastic. Okay, Junior, so what's next?
So we're making a little sort of fruit salad, just almost like a little fruit cocktail sort of thing. Not literally a cocktail, but it is.
We're going to eat it rather than drink it?
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool, fantastic. And this one is going to go in a little wine glass.
That's right, that's where the cocktail comes from.
And involves a little bit of a kiwi situation.
That's right.
Right, cool, let's get going with that then.
So we're going to top and tail the kiwi. Just take the very end off. So you want that as long as you can get it. And then we're going to peel it quite gently so you don't lose too much of the flesh. Will get quite slippery, so be careful.
They are right slippery things, aren't they, once you've peeled them?
Oh yeah.
You kind of want to make sure that your kiwi's not overly ripe. Otherwise it does become a very squishy situation, doesn't it?
Okay.
Nice.
So we want these sort of quite fine slices, and we want about 4 of them. So you can either use 2 kiwis to get that widest slice. You want them quite thin as well, if you were to get a couple of them out of each.
Yeah. Nicely sliced there.
Can nearly see through them. That's always good.
Translucent, I believe the word is for that, isn't it?
That's correct. Again, being really careful because you've got a flat surface here, but it is quite slippery.
They're one of the most slipperiest things known to mankind, aren't they?
So I'm going to take the kiwi and I'm just going to firmly press it on that glass. Sticking it on there nicely.
Nice, yeah. Obviously being careful because it is glass.
Oh.
They are ever so slippery, aren't they? But you know, this is what presentation's all about. You know, it needs to challenge you, doesn't it, really? So are we basically, we're just lining our glass here, aren't we? To prepare it for a delivery of fruit. Yeah, that is looking nice.
And you can see now we're going to need just the 1 more slice.
Obviously you can overlap a bit, can't you, if you need to.
So I'm going to just take that off what we got. I'm using a tunnel here because it's pretty close to the edge.
There's a bit of a tunnel situation going on there. And as you mentioned earlier, Junior, it's all about like taking this nice and slowly, isn't it?
Very strange stuff, kiwi, isn't it?
It really is bizarre.
All those seeds in there, and
I must admit, after I've been fiddling about with it for a
texture.
while and chopping it and whatnot, I don't actually want to eat it because it's just weeding me out. Nice one. So what's going to go in that now then?
So what's going to go in that now is we're going to put some strawberries in there.
Yeah.
And some grapes.
Yeah. We got a little bit of melon we chopped up that we could throw in there as well, haven't we?
That's right. So I'm just going to go for whole grapes here. Just pop them in there.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to put the melon in there. And we're nearly at the top. So I'm just going to put some yogurt in here now. Going for 2 tablespoons. And then if you get any on the edge, a bit of kitchen roll handy is always good.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to put a half strawberry, just sit that on the top.
You do like the half strawberry situation?
I do, yeah. I think it's that picture.
Yeah.
Almost you get a free kind of little image there with the strawberry. And I'm just going to position them top of each other. A little bit of mint on the top.
Always nice, a little bit of mint, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. It even tastes quite nice
Fantastic.
with your fruit. A garnish that tastes nice is always an added bonus.
Yeah, no, I must admit I do like that one. You know, that is very nice.
I'd eat that, yeah.
You know, and it's actually quite simple, isn't it? A very effective way to make a very nice little kind of fruit salad situation. Excellent, nice one.
Number 2, success.
Okay, right. So what's the last little kind of fruit salad desserty type situation we're going to do then, Junior?
Well, it's a melon ball.
A melon bowl.
It's a melon ball.
So talk us through a melon bowl.
So, it's made out of melon.
Yeah.
You take half a melon. Already, you can probably see it looks a bit like a bowl.
Right.
But you couldn't get anything in this bowl. So, we've got to take the seeds out.
Yeah.
And we've got to sort of carve with a spoon a little circle,
Making a little bowl.
leaving a ridge about half an inch.
So would you
maybe.
actually serve this to the customer like that?
As a bowl, yeah.
But I mean, what do you think you have to chop a little bit off the bottom to make it? Because you know, what I mean, I'd be worried about that.
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that's
right.
an interesting development we could add.
Right.
However though, we'd have to be very careful, wouldn't we? Because when we're making the bowl, we might put the spoon through the bottom of the bowl.
True.
So
True.
I reckon maybe we'll add that later.
Okay.
But for now, we'll struggle on.
Right. Let's go for it, Junior.
So I'm going to start with the easy to remove
CD situation.
seedy situation. Which hopefully is going to be easy to remove. There we go, just jumped out.
He's popped down, look. Look at that, lovely.
And you should find the soft bits will come off quite nicely with the spoon.
So obviously we've got a little bowl here in preparation to collect the melon that can be used. You can either pop that melon, chop it up a bit, whack it back in there, or use it for some other fruity situation you've got going on. That's quite juicy that as well, isn't it?
Certainly is. I'm just going to decant that juice.
Nice. So you're almost carving melon here, aren't you, really, Junior?
That's right, it's a bit like sculpting almost, you know. Like we're sort of excavating, really, rather than carving there. That's the terminology I'd use in this situation.
Excavation.
It's like we're time team or something, isn't it?
So you really just got to get yourself a deep enough bowl to accommodate the fruit you're going to chuck in there, haven't you? Because obviously you could just eat that melon, couldn't you?
So I think that's fine.
Well,
I think that's absolutely fine. I mean, the ridge isn't perfect. I must admit, if I could have perfected
I
that.
think I reckon you want
My
to. You could
criticism.
tighten that up with a knife, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So I'm just trimming those edges off, getting that ridge nice and even.
Wicked.
I think we're good, and I think at this point we can even add our little flat bit on there.
I reckon you've got enough in there to.
You just want to take just the very, very edge off, just so you can sit that down. There you go, it's lovely. It's got a nice little angle as well.
You could tilt that towards the
It
person
reminds
that's
me a
gonna
bit of
eat it,
those
couldn't
egg chairs you can sit in.
I know the
You know, the
ones.
little angle
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You could suspend that from your ceiling and pretend you got an egg chair. Lovely.
Or we could call it the egg chair melon dessert.
Egg chair melon dessert, yeah.
Fantastic. So what's next then, Junior?
Okay, so we're going to turn this beautiful egg chair melon into a melon cup. You've all carved things at Halloween, like pumpkins, for instance, but anything you do carve at Halloween, hopefully.
That is true.
And it's a bit like that, really. You're cutting those shapes. It's that sort of triangle-y theme thing again.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going for a face this time.
No, just cutting out triangles.
Just triangles. So I'm going to start on that.
Fantastic.
I must admit I'm slightly challenged when it comes to things like this, but I'm going to crack on anyway. So please bear with me when I hesitate.
It's all about your angles, isn't it, Junior? Really, you know. Did you struggle with maths at school? I can't remember. Beautiful. That actually looks really rather nice, doesn't it? Right, so, fruit in next.
Fruit in next.
It's obviously entirely up to you what fruit you use here, I suppose.
That's probably the best angle, isn't it? I think. I'm going to use pineapple because it's a nice sort of contrast. Quite a lot.
Yeah. So we've got pineapple, a little bit of watermelon, and a little bit of that gala melon, I think it is. Throwing a few little grapes in there. Oh, look,
One for you.
Away, look. Thank you very much. But you could put like orange segments in here, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Anything
I'm going to go back to my strawberry again. Yeah.
It's your favourite, that strawberry, isn't it?
Love the strawberries. Signature strawberry finish. Somewhere in there, it's possible.
You could make that your strawberry signature finish.
Trouble is when you have to make pizza.
Oh, strawberries are going to be tricky, aren't they?
Yeah.
That is very true.
So I'm going to go for a few little mint leaves. One there. One there.
Nicely stuck on.
And then I'm going to stick that in the middle. Looks like it's one sprig, lovely. Oh, it's fallen over. There we go.
Fantastic, look, he's rather beautiful, isn't he? Absolutely lovely. Right, here we are, back in the old Munford kitchen garden with our, I don't know what to call them really. You've got kind of desserts, you've got breakfast situations.
It's a fruit bonanza, isn't
It is a bonanza of fruit, but you know, some of it was a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But overall, it really wasn't. It didn't take that long, did it?
There was a few touch and go moments, but I think we learnt a lot here. We did. I learnt how to cut triangles.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Probably a while since you've cut a triangle, wasn't it?
A long time.
Absolutely. But you know, what would you say is your favourite out of those three?
Definitely this one. It just pops out to me. It says it's everything about food that I like. It's really sort of jumps out to you. It's exciting.
I mean, it's the sort of thing you'd expect to have on holiday, isn't it?
Exactly.
You know, served up in a restaurant somewhere, sat by a nice beach.
On the beach in Barbados.
But I do like this situation here as well. I think that is so clever. And that's probably the easiest.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to do a very easy, quick, kind of nice fruit salad situation.
And a lot could be done with that sort of kiwi design. It's not something I've seen before.
No. No, that was a revelation to
Do
me.
shot glasses, couldn't you? Lots of things.
Yeah.
Lots of things you could do with that. Even a plate, you could create a sort of nice little garnish for any dessert.
Absolutely,
on a nice long square plate or something.
That's the thing. That's a good point there, Jim. It's about applying these kind of ideas to how you present your food generally. So, you know, salads, kind of your main courses, how you present your side dishes, getting everything to look really good. It's just thinking about it, isn't it? Really, planning it first. Yep. Well, there you go. Another successful episode of the Junior
and Senior Munford Cooking Show.
See you next time, guys.
Junior, Senior Munford Cooking Show. What will they make next? Nobody knows.